Your emotions stop. You are just surviving. And that makes you a free man. And from there, I challenged it. And at certain moments, I could sit all night long in the shorts outside in freezing temperatures.
He's able to withstand extreme cold.
This guy runs to the top of Everest in his underwear. He says it's easy. Experts are baffled.
How is he able to survive?
Wim Hof, the Iceman. For the past 20 years, he's been breaking countless endurance records, from spending nearly 2 hours submerged in ice water to climbing past the death zone of Mount Everest barefoot.
Wim Hof can do what he can do. One is that he has a higher level of brown adipose tissue, or brown fat, in his body, which is a heat-generating tissue in the body. Studies have shown that people who work outside in the cold have higher levels of brown fat, so it's possible that he's able to manipulate the level of brown fat in his body by exposure to the cold, like we're doing right now. Another theory is that he's able to secrete the hormone noradrenaline at will through breathing and by jumping into cold water. And that adrenaline allows him to overcome coldness and illnesses.
The cardiovascular system, 125,000 kilometers. We got each and every one of us. All blood vessels, capillaries, veins, arteries. Once we begin to exercise that, the heart rate is going down because the little muscles and reflexes in that, all the 2.5 times, is it 2.5 times? No, it's 3 times the world around is within us. There are millions of primitive little muscles and reflexes, and we are going to train them. And with that, the heart doesn't need to compensate for the low condition of those millions of little muscles and reflexes.
Another theory is that he uses a form of meditation similar to the Tibetan Tummo meditation, which by shutting off the activity of the mind, your metabolism gets redirected into generating heat. It's probably a combination of all those three and some as of yet unexplained physiological phenomena as well. But Wim takes it a step further. He says that using his method, you can go deep into the body and actually control your own autonomic nervous system and immune system.
Taking a cold shower may be incredibly uncomfortable, giving you goosebumps and making your entire body feel chilly. Cold showers and cold treatment in general, on the other hand, can make you feel more alert and energetic, enhance your health, and even help you burn fat.
Almost everybody who does deliberate cold exposure will say, yeah, it was stressful, I didn't enjoy it, or I eventually grew to like it, but that I always feel better afterwards, and then that feeling lasts a very long period of time. And I think it's almost certain that those experiences that people report relate to these increases in dopamine. And in concert with the increases in norepinephrine, also explain the other effect that's commonly reported, which is an enhancement in mental acuity and the ability to focus.
Your warm friend, and one of the 3 pillars of the Wim Hof method. Proper exposure to the cold starts a cascade of health benefits, including the buildup of brown adipose tissue. I don't like the idea of brown adipose tissue, because a brown tissue provokes a very strong image and not a pleasant one. And resultant fat loss, reduced inflammation that facilitates a fortified immune system, who doesn't need that, balanced hormone levels, improved sleep quality, and the production of endorphins, the feel-good chemicals in the brain that naturally elevate your mood. Different. The benefits are said to include increasing your metabolism, that it's said that it will also obviously reduce sort of swelling and inflammation. Wim Hof says that goes down to almost a kind of molecular level, the decreasing in inflammation, which helps your immune system. What has been scientifically proven by Wim Hof and the people that studied him, there's loads of proof of this, you can Google it for yourself, is that he healed himself and taught another 10 people how to heal themselves from bacterial infection, suggesting that there's positive benefits to the immune system, not just the exposure to cold, but the breath techniques in conjunction. And that is what I've been doing, exposing myself to cold and doing these breathing techniques.
Most people are unaware that cold therapy may significantly enhance your mood and mental health to the point that it can help prevent and even treat depression. When your body is subjected to cold temperatures, this is a neurotransmitter that is linked to alertness, attention, focus, and mood.
In the summer, it's really nice. It's a nice sunshine. You go out. It's not so cold. But when it is cold, going into the deeper cold, that's quite difficult. And I can understand that. But I tell you, right in the winter, you get the most of profit. You get the most of the result by doing this. The cold trains your immune system to be boosted. And that's what you need to get no flu, no colds, no inflammation, depression. All that is not going to happen. How that physiologically works is a whole book.
One of the most important advantages of exposing your body to cold is that it reduces general inflammation throughout your body. One study on cold exposure discovered that when exposed to cold, the body releases cortisol, while another discovered that high levels of cortisol at night may contribute to poor sleep. This might imply that taking a cold shower before bed may be detrimental to sleep. Cold showers can help people feel more awake and aware during the day.
I didn't know that was possible with pain. I know it's possible with anxiety. That's clear. That the literature's clear on that. Exploring all the sensations.
Yes.
And learning that it can do that, and learning that perhaps in principle also to master it. So maybe when I'm in the shower and I do the 30-second cold exposure, I should do everything I can to concentrate. It's weird because I can feel myself fleeing from it in the shower. You know, it's like, God, when this is going to be over? I don't want to feel the sensation of the ice water on the front of my body. I don't want to move it onto my back. It's like, but I guess what I should be doing is turning around and facing the dragon in as much detail as possible.
So pain, yes. Pain, very primordial, and anxiety, these breathing exercises, they help very good against anxiety.
I went to the scientific scrutiny of research and put me to the test, and they saw amazing things. But then they said, you are the Iceman, you are just one test subject. And I said, no, what I can do, anybody can do.
You can just start doing these techniques and you can modulate your adrenaline levels by will. Stress hormones are able to modulate your immune response. There are many diseases that are influenced by your immune system. And you can imagine that it would be of interest if you could modulate that immune response and suppress it, that it might be of benefit for patients with diseases like that.
I think the universe has its ways. Maybe I was chosen to do that. And to help myself, that's one. But to help millions of others, that's a blessing.
The real power is within your gut, within your heart. What I was doing was impossible, but I was doing it. My wife, who took her life, she's still here. Our guardian angel that gave me wings to go on, keep on believing. I couldn't help her, but I can help millions of people. I will show the world and all the people who are suffering how to get out of your grief, how to beat that what causes depression. Everybody has this innate capacity, the power of our mind as a captain of the vessel. That's the way nature has built us to be. So let go of the thought that you are not able to do this. You are able to do this.
The best is yet to come.